Good stuff. I got to tell you, honest opinion, I've been to a lot of games over the years in Region 9, and Snow Canyon always has the best national anthems. I don't know, I believe that was the Webster brothers maybe, or some of them, but incredible version of our national anthem here. Snow Canyon may not be winning region basketball right now, but they just won the national anthem here at the Jungle Gymnasium in Snow Canyon High School. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Brought to you by our good friends at Sky Mountain Golf Course. Hit the sky at the beautiful Sky Mountain Golf Course. 635-7888 is the phone number. Best of you in golf, Sky Mountain Golf Course out in Hurricane. Again, 635-7888 for tee times. Your starters for the Dixie Flyers. No changes to their usual lineup. Number 0 is T.Y. or Tyler Curtis. He said only his mama calls him Tyler, so we'll go with T.Y. Number 4 is Caden Elsie. Elsie averaging 12 points a game. He's hit 25 three-pointers on the season. Number 24 is Sam Stewart. Stewart is kind of that, he and Cannon Dye, who is the fourth starter, are guys that kind of play under the radar, but man, these guys are good, especially defensively, plus they hit the occasional deep three ball. And then, of course, the big guy in the middle for your Dixie Flyers is number 11, Richard Guymon. Guymon had that spectacular state championship game last year. He and Tyler Bennett leading the Flyers past the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle and into the record books as the 2015 and 16 3A state champions. Now Guymon, that was Tyler's team. This one is Richard's team. And so there's your starting lineup, brought to you by Sky Mountain for Dixie. Now, for the Snow Canyon Warriors, pretty easy lineup to remember because they haven't really tweaked it in a while either. Number 3 is Braden Baker. Baker, leading scorer on the team, averaging about 15.5 points a game. His average has gone down a bit since region started. As expected, they are really giving him a lot of attention on defense. Better than 10 points a game, Cameron Webster. Webster is the younger brother of football star Britton Webster for Snow Canyon. Britton's on the team too, but doesn't play as much. Cameron is more of a basketball guy, didn't play football, but he is a scorer. Also starting is number 1, Christian Sullivan. He's the point guard. We already talked about him a little bit in the pregame show. Sullivan has shown a penchant for hitting the big shot as of late, hitting the deep ball, and so Christian Sullivan starting at the point. Number 21 is Bryson Child. Child's at about 5 points a game, and he has been known to hit a 3 as well. And then the big guy, we already talked about him, but his name is Joey Robertson, number 33 for Snow Canyon. Joey getting an education in a hurry, facing some of the good bigs in Region 9 basketball. Just about ready to go. As per custom for this Snow Canyon team, they will have Braden Baker, who is a quick jumper, jump center against Richard Guymon. And the official gonna walk in there. We're ready to go. Flyers Warriors, good old rivalry, been going about 20 years strong now. And Guymon touched the ball, but Baker actually got control of it and tipped it to a teammate, and Snow Canyon will start with the basketball. Just underway here between Snow Canyon and Dixie. It's like straight man defense, hard drive, scoop shot by Baker, up and good over Guymon. Braden Baker makes it 2-0 Warriors early going. Dixie showing some energy on the offensive end. Dye skips it across, left side to Stewart, now on the baseline to T.Y. Curtis. Curtis will back things out, looking at a 2-3 zone. No, they're in a man-to-man. I take that back. Maybe a matchup zone is what it is. So you play man-to-man when the guy's in your area, but otherwise match it up. Stewart for a 3 out of the corner, misses that shot, and a nice rebound taken down, nearly a foul on a reach. They tried to get it ahead to Robertson, but a little too far for the big guy. He wasn't really looking for it anyway, and Coach Sorensen says, settle down, fellas. I know the adrenaline is high right now, but relax, play some ball. Momentum was a big thing Coach Sorensen talked about in the pregame as well. He said, if we can start the game well, I feel like we're going to have a big night. If we start poorly, like we did against Cedar, well, we could be in trouble. Curtis, top of the key, into Guymon. Guymon kicks it in the corner to Elsie, 4-3, no good. Rebound taken down, no, by Stewart, and cleared back outside. Dixie will reset the offense. Curtis out near midcourt. as Dixie looks to attack. To Dye drives in, kicks it to Stewart, another three. Sam Stewart got it. And just like that, Dixie has the lead back. Sam Stewart with the three. That is his 15th of the season. 3-2, Dixie on top, 90 seconds in. Inside lead pass. Nice catch and score by Braden Baker. He has all four of Snow Canyon's points, and they're back on top by a point. Baseline Curtis, top of the key Dye. Now to Elsie. Elsie to Dye. Dye drives in, kicks in the corner. Curtis, a little runner from 8. Shot it about 10 feet, goes to the floor, and Dixie comes away with it. Reverse layup blocked out of there, but that's a foul. They're going to call personal on Bryson Childs. Dixie hustling to the loose ball. Those on TV, you can see, just got a little bit of arm. Pretty good block by Childs, but couldn't keep from following through onto the arm, so Curtis will go to the free throw line. First foul of the game, and free throw no good. Dixie has not been great from the line this year either. They've gone through stretches where they were hot, but for the most part, they've been mediocre from the free throw line. 1 for 2 from Curtis, and it's 4-4. Here comes a little 2-2-1 press by the Flyers. They break the press easily. Webster has it tipped away and out of bounds off of Guymon. Guymon's got to watch out on those reaches way up high like that. Could have easily been called for a foul. Got away with that one. Baker to trigger. Looking to get it in. Finally has to go way out high, and it's stolen away. Dixie on the run. There's the first turnover and a layup up and good by Curtis. Easy 2 points on the bad pass by Baker. Dixie up 6-4. Still in the backcourt, trying to break it. Now they do break it. Baker drives in. Another runner off the glass. Too hard. Put back, no good. Rebound stolen away by Webster. Webster puts it up. That's no good. Another rebound to the floor. Blocked out of there by Guymon, and here comes Curtis. Out of the pack, he's gonna go hard. Dishes it off, layup up and good by Stewart. What a pass by Ty Curtis. Whew. That is basketball at high octane speed. And it's 8-4, Flyers on top. Again, they get it to the middle, break the press. Webster has it tipped away. Probably should have been a reach, no foul call. Sorensen wanted a foul. Hard drive, ball stolen away, now a foul called. No, a jump called. Official said both guys had their hands on the ball, and alternate possession should be Dixie ball, and it is. Dixie 8, Snow Canyon 4, 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. Only one foul called. Pretty good pace, though. I like the pace of this game. Moving up and down the floor, scoring buckets. Ball comes in to Caden Elsie. Now to Curtis. And to Elsie on the right side. Left side to Dye. Top of the key, and now right side to Elsie. Elsie splits the defenders into Guymon. Guymon wanted to dunk it, had it blocked away. Foul called on Baker. Baker got up there with him. Those two were flying above the rim. But they're going to say a little bit of contact, a little bit of body foul. I don't know if we have the replay. Yeah, here it comes on TV. Nice little dish off. Guymon was going to throw that one. Yeah, I don't know. That was a tough call on Baker. Well, he'll get his first personal. Second team foul on Snow Canyon. I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Referee has gone over to the scorer's table. They're going to call the foul on Childs? I don't know if we can cue up that replay again, fellas, but I don't know how that could be on Childs. But that would be 2 on Childs. Free throw by Guymon is good. Yeah, 21 they called it on. I didn't see Childs touch him, but that's who the foul is on. So Guymon hits 1 free throw and now 2. Maybe that's why Baker was so upset he didn't foul him, but Childs got him on the weak side. 10-4, Dixie up. Now the turnover, layup, no good. Follow, Cannon Dye got it. So Elsie got the steal but couldn't get the layup. Cannon Dye scores it, and it's 12-4. Dixie doing what they do. Force turnovers and make plays. Now a block by Guymon, trying to save it, and what do we got, foul? Coach Cuff goes running down to make sure his guy's okay. Pretty good fake. Did they call a foul or just out of bounds? I think they just called out of bounds. Dye will sit down, first sub of the game for either team. And who came in? Yeah, it was Corbin Elsie. So both Elsie boys on the floor right now. Webster had a look at a three, didn't take it. Now high post to Robertson. Robertson out to Webster. Webster drives in, left it short, no good. Rebound blocked out of there by Childs. That was Childs on the shot. Guymon on the block, and then an offensive foul and a putback try. And I believe it's going to be on Robertson. No, they give it to Webster. First foul of the game on Webster. No scrum under there. Nice block by Guymon, as you can see on the replay, but watch him lower the shoulder. Yeah, a little lowering of the shoulder by Webster. Got him the offensive foul. That's the third team foul on the Warriors. 12-4 right now, Dixie on top. Camden Flinders now in the game. We know he can shoot. Had 6 threes in one game. Long three by Corbin Elsie. Shot no good, tipped up no good. Rebound Baker. He'll go coast to coast. Nope, slams on the brakes at the three-point line. Warriors need a bucket now. It's been a while. They were up 4-3 and they throw it away. Fast break, Curtis all the way in, layup up and good. Another steal for T.Y. Curtis and a timeout on the floor for Snow Canyon. 30-second break. As you can see the replay there, Curtis goes coast to coast. Nice layup up and in. 30-second break. We'll be back right after this.
What? The storks are bringing me a baby brother.
Storks know how to keep kids safe.
Aww.
Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't? Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
We can do this together.
To know for sure that your child is in the right seat for their age and size,
Remember when I was a baby, felt like 1 minute ago?
What?
visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
What he said.
We're back at the Jungle where Dixie Flyers have been thieves in this game. 4 steals already in the first quarter by Dixie High. Good look at the fans getting into this thing, trying to exhort their team to get it going here. But again, turnovers by Snow Canyon, that's been an issue. Steals by Dixie, that's been one of the reasons they're 15-0. And Dixie leads it by a score of 14-4. I wanted to mention to Andy back in studio. Andy, if you want to put together a little 3 or 4 minute halftime show for us for this game, that would help out a lot, and we maybe get some updates from around the region. Little jump hook by Joey Robertson, up and good. The sophomore looking sharp inside. He makes it 14-6. 3 the other way. Don't fall asleep, because Camden Flinders will light you up. And he makes it 17-6. Dixie on top. Man, I just looked down to write down my score. All of a sudden, Flinders is flinging that baby up there. Shot up, no good. And, getting away with a foul is Robertson. Dixie on the run. Curtis into Guymon. Guymon up off the glass and good. Somebody fell asleep. Richard Guymon with the easy deuce. And it's 19-6. In the forecourt, Snow Canyon had trouble hanging on to the basketball. It's been an issue in this game. High post to Robertson. Robertson turnaround 17-footer. No good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. And clearing it is Ty Curtis. Curtis will walk it across the timeline now with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dixie 19, Snow Canyon 6. Well, they left Flinders. He's going to fling it again, and Camden Flinders airballs that one. The offensive rebound to Guymon. Hard drive. Elsie shot no good. Ball tipped around and taken down by Dixie. Back out to Flinders for 3. Yep. Horizon Holmes three-pointer from Camden Flinders. His second of the quarter. And the Flyers are starting to light it up now. It's 22-6. Baseline pass. No shot for Childs. Back outside. Thorkelson and into Robertson. Robertson with the fadeaway. Little backyard fadeaway, no good, but the offensive rebound put up and in. by Braden Baker. You see Baker, great athlete. He's got hops. He's got 6 points in the first quarter, 22-8. And Dixie will probably hold for one now. They like to pull it out here. Use the last minute or so of the quarter. Ball tipped away. Flinders got it back. That goes to Corbin Elsie. Elsie hasn't dribbled yet. Now he does. Crossover, drive in, pass it off to Guymon. Guymon with the dunk from the baseline. Woo! The throwdown from Richard Guymon, and it's 24-8. Snow Canyon needs a bucket, but they need stops more than anything. They have not gotten them. Baker, catch and shoot three, got it. Right back at you, says number 3, Braden Baker. He's got 9 in the quarter with 15 seconds to go. It's 24-11. Curtis is going to keep his dribble. Now we go to 10 seconds. Here comes Dixie. Curtis gets a crossover screen. Lefty shot, acrobatic up and in. 4 seconds to go. Snow Canyon's got to hurry. 2-1, half-court fling is no good by Baker. But the Dixie Flyers have flexed their muscle here in the first quarter after one complete from the jungle. It's Dixie 26, Snow Canyon 11.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Kind of a weird first quarter here from Snow Canyon, because you don't feel like Snow Canyon played very badly. They did have some turnovers early, but for the most part they didn't play terrible. But look at the scoreboard, it's 26-11. Wow. Snow Canyon starts on the O. Sullivan, top of the key to Thorkelson. He tries a three, that's no good. And it's picked out of there by Curtis. Long lead pass to Elsie. Elsie skip it across to Cuff. Cuff will drive in. Little runner up and good. That's his shot. Tanner Cuff loves that little 5-foot teardrop shot. And it's 28-11. No pressure this time from Dixie as they call off the Dogs for a little while. Cutting Baker. He gets it up and in. Not able to keep up with one of the Elsie boys. Braden Baker with 11 points. Ball never actually went in right. Elsie tried to just push it in. He never got control of it. And the referee says, no, you got to throw the ball in. 28-13. Dixie leads by 15. Pass to Cuff. He gets a screen. Dumps the ball off. Now looking for help. Goes back outside. And a travel call as he reestablishes pivot foot after he'd already gained possession of the basketball. I don't know that he did, actually, because he was dropping the ball as he reestablished there, but we're not gonna worry about it right now. It is Snow Canyon basketball. Top of the key pass. Thorkelson's lefty scoop, no good. Rebound taken down by Dixie High. Flyers on the run. Off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for. Pulled out of there by Labrum. Put back try, and now a foul called. Solo Labrum getting some early playing time. Scored, I think, 13 points in 15 games, so he gets a little bit of action. Push off called there on Dixie. That'll be Sam Stewart's first personal. Coach Cuff using his bench liberally here early. fact, looks like Labrum will be manning the center. So Dixie's actually gone pretty small in this situation. Guymon resting. Haven't seen Derek Cox, who is usually his backup, or Keely Prince. Snow Canyon runs it up. Kick into the corner. Baker can't get a shot away. Instead, he steps in for a 17-footer. That's no good. And Dixie comes away with the loose ball. Flyers on the run. Pass behind Curtis, but he's able to save it. Kicking around the horn. Cuff wide open for three. Got it. Horizon home three by Tanner Cuff. You forget how good a shooting team this is, this Dixie High team. Everybody can hit. Guymon's the only one. He hasn't even tried one this year. 31-13, Dixie on top. Snow Canyon, top of the key. Hard drive, running shot, up, no good. Rebound, Dixie. That shot was by Beckstrom, I believe. Into Curtis. Curtis with the runner off the glass, no good. Rebound, Snow Canyon. They want to run. Baker beats everybody down the floor, stops. Shot blocked out of there. Reading it all the way was Caden Elsey. Guymon will check back in. Labrum and Cuff check out. I believe that's the starting five now. Yeah, starting five back out there for Dixie High. Flyers by 18. Ball tipped out of bounds. Dixie has shown a lot of good offense in this game. Three from the right baseline. That's no good. Rebound taken down by Robertson. Robertson in the lane. A little jump hook. No good. And Ty Curtis comes away with the loose ball. Long lead pass to Dye. Dye with the crossover. Now back out to Curtis. Back to Dye. He can shoot the three too. Everybody can. Into Guymon. Guymon in the lane. Skip past to Stewart. Open three. Sam Stewart. Good. Stewart with the long ball. That is his second three of the game. Dixie's now made 5 here in the first half, and they lead by 21. And Coach Sorensen with another timeout wants to talk things over. It's good ball movement by the Dixie Flyers, and all those guys can shoot. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. Back right after this.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. We'll be bringing you some Region 9 score updates throughout the evening as we try and get a handle on who's doing what tonight. Don't have any score updates for you just yet, but we'll get you some. I'm a man of my word. Game 3 of region play right now. And for Cedar and Pineview, probably the game we figured to be the closest tonight up there in Cedar. All tipped away and out of bounds. Yeah, Snow Canyon trying to work the offense. Hurricane is hosting Desert Hills. That's kind of a wild card game too. Hurricane has not played well here early in the region, but they look pretty decent in the preseason. Coach Langston hoping they can be a playoff team tonight. Of course, that's on our sister station 890 KDXU, Desert Hills Hurricane. And on 590 out of Cedar, it's Cedar and Pineview. Fast break for the Flyers. Outside Stewart, another three. Yeah, Sam Stewart hitting it from deep. Stewart has hit his third three of the half. He now has 17 on the year, and Dixie leads by 24. It's almost like steal, fast break, die, lefty layup, up and good. It's almost like Snow Canyon is playing with swords and shields, and Dixie has AK-47s and rocket-propelled grenades. Snow Canyon not playing terrible, but man, Dixie's good. Long three by Baker. Rebound tipped out by Guymon. Dixie on the run. Guymon has it. Now they go in the corner to Caden Dye for three. That's no good. Rebound, Snow Canyon. And a bumping foul called on Cannon Dye. No, they're going to give it to who? Henderson, okay. Brody Henderson with his first personal. 39-13 Dixie. Flyers had 26 in the first quarter, now 13 here in the second. On their way to perhaps an 80-point night. Probably not. Well, there's a steal. Looks like another fast break layup. Dye can't hit the free throw or the layup under heavy pressure from Snow Canyon. And Dixie will reset. Flyers 39, Warriors 13. With about 3:10 left until halftime. That was Corbin Dye, by the way. Corbin Elsie. This is Cannon Dye. And I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but it ended up being a nice play as Guymon picks it off and scores. Guymon now with 8 points. And it's 41-13. Dare I say we're on pace for maybe a 100-point game? Probably won't be once they call off the Dogs and put the JVs in. But 41 so far with under 3 minutes to go in the half for Dixie High. Sullivan has not been able to get off a shot in this game. He's got the ball right now, looking at that Dixie zone. A 3-2 gambling zone for Dixie. Sullivan tries a shot and he hits it. How about Sullivan says, you're not going to let me get close to that line. I'll just shoot it from back here. Horizon Homes 3 for Christian Sullivan makes it a 41-16 game. I hope everybody's having closer games than me. Corbin Elsie for 3. Shot's no good. Rebound saved. Nice job by Tyson DeLand. And Snow Canyon will have the luxury of walking one up. Baseline pass, hard drive. Webster blocked out of there by Guymon. Got some body on him. Some refs will call that a foul on the body. But up high, it was very clean. Thorkelson will check into the game. Checking out for Snow Canyon was Beckstrom. Warriors to trigger. Comes into Webster. Ran the horn to Sullivan. Well, I don't know why he doesn't shoot more. Had it looked that time if he wanted it, but didn't take it. High post to DeLand. He drives in there. Shot up no good, but before the shot, a personal foul called on Solo Labrum. Labrum didn't play much first few games of the year, but he seems to be working his way into some little bit of playing time. I don't know if Derek Cox is hurt. Cox was the backup center, and Prince is another guy who gets playing time there, but it's been Labrum in this game so far. Another turnover by the Warriors. Dixie will walk it up. Hard baseline drive, kick it over to Corbin Elsie. Three-pointer by Elsie, no good. Rebound, Snow Canyon. So Corbin's the only guy that hadn't really been able to hit so far from deep. Going the other way, three-pointer up. That's good by Brayden Baker. Baker has been the one shining beacon so far in this game. He has 14 first-half points, and it's 41-19. Corbin Elsie running the point. Gives it off. Well, Flinders has got it. As Dixie's going to squeeze the melon here with a minute to go. Little four corners. Finger roll up, no good. He had Labrum. I don't know why he didn't dish it, but left the finger roll short. And then a reaching foul at the other end on Elsie. Maybe a little mad at himself for that whole exchange. 45 seconds to go. Right-handed Brayden Baker wears the long white socks. No, those aren't just the socks, those are the leggings. To Sullivan for three. Christian Sullivan did it again. Back-to-back Horizon Homes 3 from Christian Sullivan have made it 41-22. Little run by the Warriors. Dixie tried to squeeze it last time, it didn't work. As Elsie missed the layup, they'll try it again now. With 18 seconds left, Snow Canyon's going to let him. Elsie out near midcourt. Snow Canyon back in a 2-3 zone. 8 seconds to go, time to go. He gets a screen from Labrum. Runner in the lane, no good. Tipped up, taken by Dixie. Put back shot up, no good. Labrum tries a third put back, and that one won't go. Good effort down there by Brody Henderson on the putback try, but he couldn't get it to go, so that's where we'll sit. 41-22 at the half. Snow Canyon, well, they played better in the second half of the second quarter. They were down, I don't know, 28 or something. Now it's 19. So they made a little run, and we'll go to halftime. Info West halftime report is coming up. It has been all Dixie in this one on our one-loss scoreboard. 41-22 Flyers over the Warriors. Back in 2 minutes.
There is a place where the sun doesn't hide in the winter, where the greens stay green and the crimson canyons still glow. There is a place where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where we drive for show, putt for dough, and settle the score with another round. There is a place.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Snow Canyon Show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight your Snow Canyon cheerleaders will perform their sideline dance which they competed last Saturday in regions. The cheerleaders brought home 5 trophies, 2 first place, 2 second place, and 1 third. Welcome to the floor, your Snow Canyon cheerleaders.
Schs.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate the update. Interesting that we thought there might be 1 or 2 close games tonight. There are none, at least so far, although I wouldn't put it past Cedar to make a pretty good run at Pineview in the second half of that game, and you never know about the Hurricane Tigers. Real quick on our Info West halftime report, want to go over some stats, and then I got a guest with me here. We'll talk to him in just a second. Sam Stewart leading the way, though, 11 points. He's got 3 3-pointers in the first half. 8 points for Richard Guymon for the Flyers, 7 for Curtis, 6 for Flinders on a pair of threes. Tanner Cuff has a 2 and a 3 for his 5 points, and 4 points for Cannon Dye on a couple of buckets. For Snow Canyon, Braden Baker, 14 points at the break, and then Christian Sullivan, 2 late 3-pointers here in the first half for his 6 points. The only other Warrior to score is big Joey Robertson, the sophomore post. Had a little baby hook in there for his bucket and 2 points in the game. But obviously one-sided affair, 41-22. I'm joined here at halftime by Robert Hoppy, and let's make sure your mic's nice and close to your mouth there, Robert, so we can hear you. You have a unique perspective. Robert is a photographer for St. George News. He has a unique perspective in that most games he's right down on the floor, almost in amongst the action. In fact, I've seen you get a rebound or 2 during games. But can you give us, anybody really impressed you so far this year down there on the court when you're right there in their faces?
Well, it's a lot of fun down there watching those guys swooping in. Tonight, for example, watching the backcourt here for Dixie, who is it? Cannon Dye and
Curtis and LZ are amazing, aren't
Boy,
they?
those guys, it's fun just watching them just fly through the lane and, throw up against some of the bigger defenders, and the way they're just able to contort their bodies and move around and get the ball into position to shoot it up is great. And then Richard Guymon always is fun to watch, just grabbing rebounds and throwing down dunks and just causing havoc on the defensive end. I don't know how many blocks he's had today, but he seems to be in the face of these guys a lot.
Pretty unselfish guy. In fact, we were looking forward kind of this year to the battle between Farr and Guymon, and they play on Friday night. But it's weird because even though they play the same position and they're almost exactly the same size as each other, they play a very different kind of basketball, those two guys, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Friday night's going to be an epic matchup, and it'll be interesting to see how those guys go at each other.
Farr more of the scorer, Guymon more of the all-around guy, does a really good passer from the post position inside. I would say Guymon has 2 or 3 assists on those 3-pointers, and as you mentioned, the block shots. And we're going to see, I think, a little bit, and you don't see that this often in high school, some above-the-rim basketball on Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys, well over 6 feet, both of them. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch those guys go above the rim, as you say, and attack that rim and see what they can throw down.
30 seconds, Robert. These scores, anything surprise you about these scores?
Boy, the cream is rising to the top, definitely, with those top 3 in Region 9. So I think it's probably going to be that way come the end of Region play. 1, 2, and 3 with those 3 teams.
We speculated it'd be the 3 at the top and then the other 3 fighting for a playoff spot, and that's kind of how it's early. We're only 3 games in, 2.5 games in, but that's kind of how it looks like it's going to end up.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be nice to see how that shakes out down to the end of the season.
All right, one last question for you, Robert.
Yep.
Who is the most photogenic basketball player in the region for the boys? Who makes the best picture?
Logan Hokinson, I think. He's got great faces when he goes in, swooping into the hoop, and he's always got a tongue out or, a funny grimace on his face. And,
what about for the girls?
I think we'll stay at Desert Hills with Ashley Beckstrand. She she's always bouncing between her legs and doing something, and she just makes for great photos.
Couple of point guards. Doesn't surprise me that they would be the most photogenic because they have their hands on the ball a lot, making a lot of plays.
They definitely do.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it, man.
You bet, Andy.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We're at the half here at Snow Canyon High School. I'm not sure. I think we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We'll get some more commercial breaks in later, and Robert's going to go process some photos. You look for his stuff tonight on St. George News, stgnews.com. We'll have a full photo gallery from this game, and it should be a lot of fun. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it, man. Half number 2 ready to get underway, and you kind of look at this and say, all right, what do we need to do now to make this competitive for Snow Canyon High School? And I don't know what they can do. Even if they played their best basketball, I thought they played some pretty good basketball in the first part of the first quarter, but things got away. Inside, Stewart from the big guy, Guymon to Stewart for 2, and it's 43-22. Sam Stewart leading the way for Dixie. He's got 13 points. And the Flyers up by 21. Hard drive Baker, nice shot over Guymon for 2. Baker's come to play today. He's got 16. It's worth noting that Cameron Webster averages about 10 a game. Has not scored for Snow Canyon. Reaching foul called on Baker. I believe that's his first foul. I thought he had one earlier, but they gave it to Childs. That is the first on number 3, Braden Baker. Little give and go. They give it off to Elsie, but nowhere for him to go. Gives it back to Guymon. Guymon reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Put back by Stewart. And that won't go either. Tough break for Sam Stewart. Hung precipitously on the rim, but would not go down. And Snow Canyon will come back with it. 43-24. In the post to Robertson. Robertson threw it. A very hotly contested pass with Stewart on the D against Childs, and it's knocked away. A minute into the third quarter, each team has scored a bucket. Ball comes into Robertson. Robertson double team, gets it back, kicks it outside. 3-pointer by Baker. Got another one. Boy, Braden Baker has been something special in this game. 19 points. We're early third quarter. Dixie on the O. Lead has been trimmed down to 16. Stewart looking inside. Nothing there. Gives it over to Elsie. No, that's a die. And then trying to cut was Elsie, and he was given the business by Bryson Childs, who picked up his third personal. 3 fouls on Childs. Second team foul of the half. And Dixie will toss it in the back court. Flyers have had a little bit of a letdown in this game after a red-hot quarter and a half to start the game. Stewart, Guymon from 16. A little too strong, rebound. Taken by Snow Canyon, but stolen by Dixie. Flyers will slow it down now. Curtis, high post to Guymon. Guymon looking for a cutter, so it goes outside to Stewart. Stewart finds a cutter. Dye kicks it outside to Elsie. Elsie trying to drop it off to Dye. He saves it, but no, stolen away by Snow Canyon. Fast break all the way in. Layup by Sullivan, up and good. Nice lefty layup by Christian Sullivan. And it's a 14-point game. Who'd have thunk it? Warriors fighting back. Stewart. Now the feed inside to Guymon. Oh, nice spin move. Might have traveled. Missed his shot. Snow Canyon comes away with it. I think Guymon knew he traveled and kind of lost focus on that one. Now a turnover the other way. Here come the Flyers. Elsie, stop and pop, 17, got it. And a foul on the play. Count the basket, and then I believe a foul on Dixie on the rebound. So Elsie in the game now. That's actually his first basket. The foul, though, was on Dixie. Well, the foul was on Snow Canyon. I take that back. It was just a one-handed shove. I don't know if you saw it there on the replay. Just reached out and shoved Guymon right in the chest. That might have been on Childs. Yeah, Childs just got his fourth foul. So they'll take him out. 16-point game. But Dixie was up by, I think, 28 Now Stewart, another three. That's no good. He's cooled off. Rebound to Sullivan. Ahead it goes. Thorkelson for three, wide right. Rebound. Guymon has it slapped away. Oh, they give it back to Snow Canyon. I thought he had it slapped away from him, but I'll catch the replay on this one. Well, hard to tell. Maybe he just lost it. Ball comes into Sullivan. Sullivan has it stripped away. Ball on the floor. Alternate possession on the held ball. And alternate possession will go back to Snow Canyon. Warriors are fighting. They're hanging in this thing. Maybe traded their swords and shields in for some guns. Kick on the inbounds. I think it hit a cheerleader. She's laughing about it, so I guess she's all right. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Snow Canyon trying to fight back. Thorkelson again, catch and shoot for three. Left that one short. Good rebound by Guymon. And now a timeout taken by the Dixie Flyers. Coach Cuff not liking what he's seeing here early in the third quarter. And it is a full 1 minute timeout, so we'll take the break with a 1 minute timeout on a one-loss scoreboard. Dixie 45, Snow Canyon 29.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can.
Get someone the cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can. Intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Flyers come out on offense and a nice looking drive from Caden Elzy, his second bucket of the half, second bucket of the game. Puts a lead back out to 18 for Dixie. In the half, Elzy with 2 buckets and 1 bucket for Sam Stewart. That's it for Dixie so far in about 4 minutes of action. Do have some score updates for you in just a moment. Brought to you by Region 9's score sponsor, Hearst Ace Hardware. Main Street in Cedar and corner Boulevard and Bluff in St. George, and a holding foul inside on Curtis. So the games have gone opposite ways in the second half. Pineview has blown it open. They're up 23 on Cedar after 3. And Hurricane, on the other hand, a couple of threes from Parker. They're within 7 in the third quarter. And a pushing foul called on the Warriors. Thorkelson trying to get open away from the ball, and he gets called for the push-off. Sorry, it was on DeLand. Trying to get Thorkelson open. Cannon dive with the hard drive, hands it off to Guymon. Guymon, wow, acrobatic layup, the up and under move. I think he wanted to dunk it, but fumbled it a little bit. Had the wherewithal to keep it alive. And a turnover in the backcourt. I believe, what are we calling? Oh, we got blood? Blood coming from Thorkelson's finger. So they'll make him sit down. Dixie by 20, 49-29. And trying to get it inside. Now they go way out high and swing it around the horn. Sullivan cutting. No, that was Baker cutting, and he lost it. Ball goes to the floor, and what's it called? Call it kick. You're going to say Sam Stewart kicked it while I was down there. Dixie will put a couple of subs in. New guys in for both teams. Snow Canyon has a number 43, and I don't have a 43 on the Warriors, so we'll have to see if we can figure out who that is. Ball trying to get it to the land, but it has it taken away. Ahead to Curtis. Curtis lefty layup, left it short. Rebound Warriors headed the other way with it. 20-point game. Stop and pop, 3, got it. Christian Sullivan with his third 3 of the game. He has 11 points, and it's a 17-point game. Snow Canyon kind of making like they might make a game of this. Runner, shot, no good. That was a teardrop by Caden Elsie, and he's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. That's one thing we haven't had in this game, a lot of free throws, thank goodness. Foul on number 24 for Snow Canyon. I don't have a 24 either, so we got a couple of holes in the roster here. Elsie misses the free throw. See the runner on the lane. Yeah, just got him right on the elbow. Pretty easy call by the official. One more coming, and Elsie misses them both. Dixie 49, Snow Canyon 32. Try to get it to the middle, ball stolen away. Guymon finally tracks it down. Now to Flinders, into Elsie. Elsie to Labrum. Labrum kicks it to Dye. Dye drive, can't get the shot away. It was actually Curtis, and it's knocked out of bounds. Gonna hand it to the Warriors. They're fighting hard in this one. Got down big early. Probably a good no call on the foul. Kept the arms away. Flinders round the horn. Now top of the key to Corbin Elsie. Back to Flinders to Caden Elsie. Now to Labrum. And Flinders. Now high post Guymon. Guymon kick outside. Corbin won't shoot. Now to Flinders. He drives in the lane. Leaves it for Guymon. Guymon fouled hard. And he'll go to the line. Wanted to dunk it, but he got hammered. See if we can pick up who number 43 is.
Number 43, Spencer Snow.
Spencer somebody. I honestly don't have that on the roster. It was weird because I thought we had all the rosters figured out and cleared up. When I went to Hurricane on Friday night, they left one of their 6-man basically off the roster. Nice little dish off there, as you can see on the replay. And then Guymon hammered. Guymon hit the first one more coming. Got a pair. So Richard is 4 out of 4 in the game. And a full timeout on the floor. So we'll take the break. 51-32. Snow Canyon thinking about making a game of this. We'll see if they can when we come back on our one-loss scoreboard, 51-32.
Retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing. After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak. And I appreciated it very much, the attention that was given to it. My name is Julius Gaines, creative writer, poet, photographer. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
It was 39-27 over Hurricane. We haven't reached the end of the third here. It is 51-32, Dixie by 19, but it looked like Dixie was going to maybe run away with it and win by 40. Warriors have showed some heart, showed some fight. Ball comes in, and as they get it in, Elsie, that's Corbin Elsie, trying to get a steal and fouls Braden Baker. Second foul for Corbin Elsie. They are not twins, by the way. They are about 9 months apart or 11 months apart or something like that. The Elsie boys. They do look a lot alike, as you might expect with brothers. Long lead pass into DeLand. Reverse layup. Great move, but couldn't finish. Gets his own rebound. Sullivan drives to Baker for 3. Got it! Braden Baker is in fuego. He's got 22 points, and it's down to a 16-point game again. Canyon not going away. Screen and roll with Laberman Flinders. Flinders tries a 3. That's no good. Rebound Warriors. They get it to Sullivan, and he'll walk it across. Snow Canyon is fighting hard in this one. Inside DeLand, nice move, and he's hammered by Cuff. Not sure what Cuff was thinking. All he did was reach down and slap. Easy call by the official, and DeLand is not necessarily an offensive threat. Yeah, I'll watch him here. He just reached down and I don't know what he's doing. A little bit of lazy defense there by Cuff. DeLand to the line, but he misses the free throw. Tyson has yet to score in the game. In fact, had no production from the big guys. 1 basket by Robertson, nothing by DeLand. One more coming, and he does get the second free throw. And then it's a 15-point game. That is as close as Snow Canyon has been in a long time. And they call a travel on Flinders. I thought it should have been a jump ball. I don't know how you can call a travel when the other team's got their hands on the ball. Regardless, it's a turnover because it's Snow Canyon ball on the alternate possession. Warriors could cut it down to a dozen here with a 3. 51-36. Student section starting to get into it here at SCHS. Hard drive, shot up, acrobatic move and drive by Baker, and he won't get the basket, but he will get free throws. Braden Baker has been very good tonight. Now remember, he was scoreless in the second half against Pineview, and he only had 3 points the entire game against Cedar. So here's a kid who was motivated tonight, and it showed. Hard drive in there. Well, that's a tough call on Labrum, though. Guess he was moving a little. Both free throws good by Braden Baker. 24 points for Baker, and it is a 13-point game. It was weird against Pineview. Snow Canyon played great for 3 quarters and then faded in the 4th. Against Dixie, they had a terrible first, but have played pretty well since then. Ball still in the backcourt. Dixie's got about 3-4 seconds to get it across, and they do. Found Guymon. Guymon threw it too hard. Nice save, though, by Dixie, but they save it to Snow Canyon. Warriors want to run. Go ahead to Baker. Baker in the lane. Lefty layup, no good. Bothered by Guymon. Bodies hit the floor. Here comes Dixie. Feed to the left. Beautiful pass, but the follow dunk on the miss. What a shot by Guymon. Richard Guymon following the play, saw the miss come off. It come off the rim and threw it down. He's got 14. That ignited the crowd for a moment. And it's 53-38. Inside, DeLand with the shot and the foul. Just a little hook to try to get it over Guymon. Drew the contact and got the friendly little flick up and in. That is the first foul of the game on Richard. No. Yeah, it is. First foul of the game on Richard Guymon. And DeLand with a chance for a 3-point play. Still 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Free throw, no good. And a reaching foul on the rebound. Here's a replay for those on TV watching this. Hard driving shot by Flinders, but look at Richard Guymon way up above everyone else for the putback. 13-point game, though. And that is team foul number 7, so 1-and-1 free throws for Dixie. Now, like I said, Dixie has just been average at best this year from the line. We might see a lot of free throws in the 4th quarter. Stewart, though, swish. Sam Stewart with 14 points. He and Guymon are tied for the team lead for Dixie. Right-handed guard. strokes that one perfectly. And it's 55-40. Snow Canyon with a chance for the last shot here at the end of the quarter. Closest they've been is 12. Ball nearly stolen. It is stolen, but stepping out of bounds. Or are they going to call a foul? They're going to call a pushing foul. Pushing foul called on Snow Canyon. Spencer Stokes, I believe, called on the personal. And Stewart again to the line. Sam Stewart. Another perfect free. I'll tell you what, his leave no doubt. There's no rolling or rattling or bouncing. They just, so far in this game, swish, swish, swish. One more coming to make it a 17-point game. And again, no doubt about it on the free throws by Samuel Stewart. 10 seconds to go, 57-40. Snow Canyon crosses it over. Sullivan to Baker. Got about 3 seconds, got to go. Lost it on the sideline. Sullivan with the fling at the buzzer, just misses off the rim. And that'll do it for the third. 57-40 on our one-loss scoreboard. We'll be back with more basketball after this 1 minute timeout.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You would have lost your mind!
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local and high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
That's true. Big score dessert in effect now. Go to 25 Main right now and get yourself a big score dessert. Courtesy of the Flyers right now. They're up over 55. They got 57 at the end of the third quarter. By the way, Utes playing tonight against Washington State. They're up 23 in the second half. Dixie up 17. And with the basketball, as we get quarter number 4 going, they go to Guymon out in three-point land. He hands it off to Elsie. Snow Canyon made a nice run. Things have settled down now for the undefeated Flyers. And an offensive foul inside on Stewart, trying to free himself from Bryson Childs. A little jostling around inside. They call it on Stewart. Childs is in, he's got 4 fouls, so he's probably really happy that was an offensive foul call. Snow Canyon showed me a lot in this game, even though so far they haven't won it or haven't come all the way back. They were down huge and just kept fighting. You know they're going to get somebody this year. One of the top 3. You just feel like they're going to pull off one of those upsets. On the offense, left side Sullivan. Sullivan drives baseline, tries a, wow, what a little teardrop by Christian Sullivan. He has 13 points. If not for Baker, he'd be easily the star of this game for Snow Canyon. Elsie to Stewart. Stewart step back three-pointer. He got another one. When it's your night, it's your night. And Sam Stewart is having a night just like Baker on the other side. See, Stewart has 20, and his team leads by 18. Baseline to Sullivan. Now Braden Baker on the angle right. Takes a couple of lefty dribbles. Now he pushes hard into the lane, gets a bump from Stewart, and that'll be second foul in about 30 seconds on Sam Stewart. He's kind of got in a bad position, and so when Baker created the contact, Stewart was out of position, and the ref was forced to call him personal. And that is team foul number 7 on Dixie, so these will be 1-and-1 free throws for Braden Baker. He hasn't missed much tonight from anywhere. I can't imagine him missing free throws. You never know, but kid has been red hot. Swish. Braden Baker and Sam Stewart taking turns swishing free throws. So he just kind of got out of position. Once you're turned sideways and out of position, easy to get that foul call. Baker swishes a pair. He has 26 points. And it's 60-44. Dixie by 16. Curtis all the way in. Drift pass over to LZ. Can't get the oh my goodness. What a three by LZ. Used the entire rim. Front, back, side. Back again. Three-pointer by LZ. He's got 7 points now. Dixie by 19. Sullivan. Drive and a skip pass and not a good one. Trying to get Baker, but he had drifted off of the baseline and gone out to the angle left, and the pass went where he was instead of where he is. Flyers up 19. Baseline to Guymon. Skip pass across to Stewart. Now to Curtis. Curtis into Guymon, and Guymon lays it up and in. Thought he was going to dunk it, but you can't dunk them all, right? He's got 16 points in the game. And it's 65-44. Dixie by 21. Sullivan on the baseline to Baker. Baker drives hard on the baseline, lays it up and in. Boy, Braden Baker's having himself one of those nights can only dream about. 28 points for Baker. Dixie by 19, though. He's got 28 of their 46. Caden Elsie catches, shoot three. No rim needed on that one. He swishes it home. Elsie with 10, all in the second half. And the lead is back up to 22 at 68-46. 30-second timeout. Andy, I don't know if you're with us. Do you have any score updates from any of the other games going on around the region? I know it looked like Pineview was starting to really blow out Cedar. Anything else from around the region? All right, that's my man. 30-second timeout here on the floor. Dixie leading at 68-46. Leading scorers, again, Baker has been unbelievable. He had, 9 in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 10 in the third, and now 4 here in the fourth for his 28 points. And then Christian Sullivan's come alive with 13 points in the game. Stewart's got 20 for Dixie. You find anything, Andy? All right, we'll check. All right. And another foul call on Sam Stewart. Stewart's kind of been the hard luck guy in the second half as far as fouls. That one, he just, again, kind of got caught in a bad spot. And then when the offensive player creates contact, then you're the guy that gets the call. Sam Stewart with 4 fouls, all of them since halftime. They only have 3 on the board, but I know for a fact they've been called for 4 straight fouls. 68-46. Free throws coming for that man tonight, the man tonight. Braden Baker. Oh, he missed one. Missed the front end. Didn't expect that. Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Looks like Region 9, another blowout night. Ball stolen away by Dixie. Stewart, lefty layup up and good after the steal by Curtis. Sam Stewart with 22. That's a career high, I believe, for him. 70-46. Hard drive by Childs, but he lost it. I think he was trying to pass, but it didn't work out for him. To Guymon. Guymon had it tipped away, but it comes back to Flinders. Camden Flinders running the right side as they give it up to Curtis. Now the high post to Guymon. Inside. Nice catch in heavy traffic and a foul. As Flinders tried to get the reverse layup up and in, he got hammered. So they give it to Baker. They do. Baker only had 2 fouls in the game. Braden Baker has made 4 threes, And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos. And 4 out of 5 from the line. As we go to just under 4 minutes left in the game. 70-46, Dixie on top, Camden Flinders. Been a nice addition. He had an injury early in the year, didn't play much. He's a move-in. See, he got the ball inside. Tried to go reverse layup and just got hammered. And Flinders had 2 threes in the first quarter. Now has 2 free throws here in the fourth quarter for his 8 points. 72-46 Dixie. Flyers are going to go to 16-0 overall. A turnaround by DeLand, no good. Rebound to Dixie. Nice hands and effort by Cannon Dye to get that rebound and then step away from the steal attempt. Hard drive, Flinders, shot blocked, and they're going to call jump ball. Our game brought to you in part by Ron Shell Station, also Southern Utah University. One decision could affect the rest of your life. Make it a positive one by choosing Southern Utah University. My son goes to SUU. Very happy there, except for the snow. 3.5 left in the game. Dixie on their way to the win. Handoff, layup, nice looking driving layup. Up and good by Bryson Childs. I think that's the first basket of the game for Childs. Yep. And he makes it 72-48. Cuff out high to Labrum. Labrum to Elzy. Elzy looking for help. Goes back to Cuff. Back to Elzy. Wide open three. But Caden Elzy can't get it to go, and DeLand on the rebound. Ahead to Baker. Baker going hard all the way in. Acrobatic shot. That won't go. If that one went, it would have been that kind of night. Offensive rebound, though, Snow Canyon. Baker runs in. No, Webster runs in and gets the rebound, and he's fouled. And Cameron Webster's had a rough night. He's going to get a chance now to at least get on the scoreboard. You know, like Hurricane, you got to have Parker and Josh Parker, Jackson Last both going, just playing really well if they're going to win. For Snow Canyon, you got to have Webster and Baker both going if you're going to win a game. Subs out on the floor for both teams. Brody Henderson checks in for Dixie. Cuff and Labrum are out there. Flinders and do we have any starters? No starters left out on the floor for Dixie. For Snow Canyon, looks like they've got Childs out there and Stokes. Webster and Baker as Webster hits a pair. First points of the game for Cameron Webster. And he makes it a 22-point game. Labrum, what do you call offensive foul or travel? You do call an offensive foul. Personal foul is called on Cuff, his third personal. Didn't see what happened, it was away from the ball. But the pace of this one has slowed considerably. It's a 22-point game with 2:35 left. Baker gets a nice hand as he checks out. I don't know, we may have seen the last of Braden Baker. I was kind of hoping he'd get one more bucket and get into that 30-point club. Inside to Stokes, back to Webster who lost it. And it'll be Dixie basketball. Whoa, hello. That's either a foul or it's Dixie ball. You can't just give Snow Canyon the basketball. But that's what they did. Warriors ball, 2:26 left. Be sure and stay tuned. We'll have a Region 9 wrap-up show coming up. Inside to Childs, puts it up off the glass and good over Cuff. Second field goal for Childs. And is a 72-52 game. Over to Flinders. Flinders skip to Corbin Elzy. Now Dixie will settle it down. So Canyon trying to trap. Pass way out high to Elzy. Elzy traveled, got away with it, and then was fouled. Took 2 or 3 baby steps. Refs didn't see him. And Stokes picks up the personal. So with 1:58 to go, more free throws coming, and this will be Corbin Elzy. Corbin has not scored, so a chance to get in the old newspaper box score, per se. And he roulettes that one out. One more coming for younger brother Corbin Elsie. Lots of subs in the game now. We'll try to catch up with him. You see a nice looking shot there of Corbin on television. And he does score. It's that second one. Dixie by 21. No close games this Wednesday night in Region 9. All blowouts. Catch, no shot for Snow Canyon. And a holding foul inside, and it's going to be more free throws as the referee doesn't like the jostling going on in the post. A few of the fans starting to grab their stuff and head out. Dixie 73, Snow Canyon 52. And the free throw is good. Is that Childs? Yeah, Childs at the line. All 5 of his points here in the fourth quarter. Misses the second one. Nice rebound taken down by Dixie High. Flyers can just hold the ball, or if they can, head home with the W, up by 20. Dribbling through traffic, Flinders, teardrop no good, gets his own rebound and clears it out high. And Dixie will reset the offense. Corbin Elsie skips it over across the left side to Flinders. Now to Brody Henderson. Henderson crosses over and he's fouled. Pretty much a JV game out there now, folks. For Snow Canyon, Landon Labrum out on the court, along with Austin Staley, Brock's little brother, Nate's son. Cameron Webster's still on the floor, as is Bryson Childs, a couple of starters for Snow Canyon. And the free throw is no good by Henderson. He has not scored yet. Played 3 or 4 minutes in this game. Obviously this thing has turned a little bit ugly here late. Free throw no good, so 0 for 2 for Henderson. And the ball knocked away. With 1:03 to go, 73-53. There's Derek Cox. Thought we'd see him a little earlier in the game, but he's out there now. Also into the game for Dixie is Carson Bodema. Cameron Webster, stop and pop 3. Left it short, tipped up, no good. Out of bounds off of Snow Canyon. No, they're going to say off of Dixie. Childs in there fighting for it with Brody Henderson. And also number 5 for Dixie, Jace Bennett, Tyler's little brother. Try to get it in. They do get it into Childs. Childs' acrobatic shot, and I'm going to call personal foul on Derek Cox. Cox got some significant playing time in some preseason games, but hasn't played much since Region has begun. Childs to the line with 49 seconds to go. Free throw is good. Really wish old Braden Baker had made those free throws. He had a 1-and-1 to get up to 30 points, but he missed the front end. We'll end up with 28 tonight. Childs, meanwhile, makes 2. He has 7 points. And it's back to an 18-point game. 45 seconds and counting. Here comes a double team. And Dixie throws it away. Flyers just trying to get out of here now. Run the clock and get out of this building. They're up 18 with 39 seconds to go, so it's not like they're not going to win, but just a little sloppy here late. Cameron Webster will drive in, try a little one-handed runner, no good. Cox had the rebound, couldn't hold it. Webster got it back, tries again, and that's no good. And a reaching foul called on Childs, and I don't think Childs wanted to be here anymore. Committed his 5th foul. The only guy on either team that was any foul trouble, except maybe Sam Stewart at Dixie, but he was able to play without being having to sit at all. And Childs' day is done. For Bryson Childs, he ends up with 7 points all in the fourth quarter. And going to the free throw line was Carson Batima, or Batima. And he makes a free throw. 74-55, Dixie on top. And this one would push the lead back out to 20 if he can get it to go, and he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players have scored here in the fourth quarter as Coach Cuff has gone to his bench. Steal by Dixie with 20 seconds to go, and hopefully nobody will foul now. Cuff to Batima, and he has it stolen away, but a reaching foul called on Staley. First foul of the game on Austin Staley. I think Austin's just a sophomore. And that's one thing about the Snow Canyon team, it's very young. These guys are going to be around for a while. And Coach Sorensen trying to build for the future. And you do that by getting these young guys involved. Batima hits the first free throw, one more coming. Good looking young man. Buries a pair of free throws. He's 4 for 4. Dixie by 22 with 11 seconds to go. Long three is no good. Offensive rebound, and Webster puts it back up and in. First field goal of the night for Webster, and that'll do it. 77-57 is your final score. Snow Canyon, they played tough. They played hard. They hung in there in the second half, even though they were getting blown out. But this was definitely the Dixie Flyers night. Dixie wins it by 20. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and then we'll have our post-game show and the Region 9 wrap-up show coming up in just a little while. Again, it's a final 77-57. Dixie Flyers win it big. Back in 2 minutes.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
I'm a single mother, and I was the main one working, so I never thought that I could go back to school, you know. My sister, my mother, everybody wanted to help me with my kids. I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing. After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak. And I appreciated it very much, the attention that was given. My name is Julius Gaines, creative writer, poet, photographer. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Snow Canyon High School. As we put a bow on this one, it was all Dixie on our Region 9 game tonight here on ESPN Radio. Hope you joined us and saw some of the firepower from Dixie in the first quarter. They kind of slopped through the second half, but I'll tell you what, in the first half, Dixie scored 26 in the first quarter, and they had 15 more in the second quarter. They were up They were actually had 41 points with about 3 minutes to go in the half and didn't score again. In the final 3 minutes, they probably could have had 50 if they'd turned on the Jets. But as it is, Snow Canyon made a little bit of a comeback, got it down to a 41-22 game at half, and actually pulled within about 12 points. I think 12 or 13 was as close as they got. But bottom line is Dixie was just really, really good, especially early in this basketball game, as the Flyers improved to 16-0 overall now and 3-0 in region play. Congratulations again to the Dixie Flyers. Let's take a look at our stats. First of all, I want to mention Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, great sponsor here on ESPN Radio of our post-game report. And I don't know if we have any highlights. I don't know if Mark has packed things up or not for highlights here in the second half. We do have some highlights. There we go. Baker had it going on. He ended up with 28 points in the game, hitting from all over. That was a deep three from the baseline. And then the fast break, Christian Sullivan up and under lefty layup was good. Sullivan had a good second half, as did this guy, Caden Elsie, who had not scored in the first half but ended up in double figures. And then the dish off into Guymon, the reverse layup for the big guy. Sullivan, crossover, pull up, swish. Love that. And then the kick out, catch and shoot from Baker, and Braden Baker was really good in this game. Dye with the feed, and Guymon with the follow jam. Probably our AWP Playmaker play of the game, the Guymon follow jam. There it is again for you. As Stewart couldn't get it to go, but Guymon with the throwdown. We're going to go ahead and name that our AWP Playmaker play of the game. How about the little runner, though, by Sullivan? Handoff. Guymon just lays that one in instead of ducking it, but counts the same. And then Baker off the glass, up and good. I just love the way T.Y. Curtis played in this game. His defense probably was the biggest difference of all. You see a steal, and then the dish and layup, and Dixie wins it again by 20 points. Again, leading scorer in the game for Dixie, Sam Stewart with 22 points, easily our Dad's Trucking player of the game. Stewart was red hot from outside, hit 4 3-pointers. He also made all his free throws, 4 for 4 from the line. Ended up with 22 points and was pretty much the best player on the floor for Dixie. Our Dad's Trucking player of the game, though, for Snow Canyon, no doubt about it, Braden Baker was phenomenal. Like I said, he had 9 in the first, 5 in the second, 10 in the third, and 4 in the fourth quarter for his 28 points. He made 4 3-pointers, was 4 out of 5 from the line. Braden Baker, our Dad's Trucking player of the game for the Snow Canyon Warriors. And other scores real quick on our Wilkinson stat line. 16 for big Richard Guymon. He made all 4 of his free throws. In fact, Dixie was very good from the line in this game. Caden Elsie ended up with 10 points. There's your double-figure scores. Other scores, Camden Flinders had 8, 7 for Ty Curtis, a point for Corbin Elsie, 4 points for Cannon Dye. Brody Henderson played a lot, shot some free throws, but didn't make them. He ends up with no points, 0 for 2 from the line. And let's see, 4 points for Carson Bodema, made 4 free throws, and then 5 points for Tanner Cuff. He had a 3 and a 2. Dixie, 15 out of 19 from the free throw line. That's very good. And up over 70%. And then the Flyers made 9 3-pointers in the game. For the Snow Canyon Warriors, Braden Baker led the way, obviously 28 points. Also in double figures was Christian Sullivan with 13. He had 3 threes and 2 twos in the game. 7 points for Bryson Childs, 4 for Cameron Webster, 3 for Tyson DeLand, and 2 for Joey Robertson. But unfortunately for Snow Canyon, it was pretty much a one-man show. Not a lot of help tonight for Braden Baker. Our Jimmy John super sub of the game tonight, just kind of looking down the list, I kind of like the play coming off the bench by Henderson, even though he didn't score. Corbin Elsie did some good things on defense. Tough choices here. I'm going to go with Camden Flinders, though. Flinders had 2 big threes as Dixie got out and ran in the first quarter, and Camden Flinders is our Jimmy John super sub of the game for Southern Utah locations. Jimmy John, sub so fast you will freak. Well, appreciate you joining us again at Ron Shell Station. We'll have games for you Friday night. The marquee matchup here on TV and on ESPN Radio is Pineview at Dixie. Hope you join us then. Mike McGarrett will be back in action and should be a lot of fun. That'll wrap it from here. 77-57, your final score. The Flyers win it. Go to 16-0 on the year. I'm Andy Griffin. Wishing you a good night from Snow Canyon.